New information, this severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
What's going on, guys? All right, one second, guys. We'll get started in a second. We will get started in a second. Let's finish setting some stuff up. How's everyone doing? Let's see, live chat. Let me double check to make sure everything's good over here. Okay, I think we're good. All right, let's go up to Radar Omega. Let's take a look at what's going on the ground. We've got some little bit of an isolated
A new
setup.
severe thunderstorm warning has been
We've got
issued.
a little bit. You know, there have been tornado warnings today. I've been doing a lot on the back end. Mezzo Matt, what's going on? Ready, Mezzo? Oh, wait, sorry. There's been a lot going on today for me, but I was on here earlier. We've had tornado warnings. I don't know if any have been confirmed. Mezzo, can you confirm or deny that? All right, so let's see here. I do want to quickly take a look at this right here. The satellite's pretty interesting. Satellite is pretty interesting. If we take a look at this,
a new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
and actually, I'm gonna change what you guys are seeing here. There you go. If we take a look at this, this to me looks like some unstable air here up through northwestern Alabama and definitely over here in eastern Arkansas, pushing into western Tennessee and northwestern Mississippi. This is just going to be a quick update. Sorry, my friend was FaceTiming me. There's been tornado warnings. I can't confirm if any have been on the ground. Anyways, yeah, we do have, like I said, some unstable air over here, out through portions of eastern Arkansas, western Tennessee, and then portions of northern Alabama, northern Mississippi. We have some storms firing off from Arkadelphia up through Memphis, Jonesboro area, and potentially out here around Sledge, Oxford, Mississippi. We'll have to see what happens here. Not too concerned about this pocket of convection out to the east.
This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
But I am a little bit concerned about what's going on back here. This is going to be probably a bigger severe threat as we push through the day. Models have downtrended quite a bit, guys, so I'm not expecting any sort of big outbreak today. It could end up being a pretty slow day, which is we'll take. But the satellite can tell you a lot. A lot of these potential cells forming out here are going to have a lot of the sky to themselves. So
New information.
We'll watch this.
This severe thunderstorm warning
Tennessee
has
too.
been
Southwestern
updated.
Tennessee. All right. I'll answer some questions here real quick. Let's see. NTX, what's going on? Just got here. What about Alabama and when? Yeah, we can take a look at the latest HRRR and see when it's thinking we're going to have some storms moving over your area. So here we go. Let's go back. The 18Z is loading. That's good. Yeah, our 17Z wants to bring storms into northwestern Alabama at around 5 p.m. Central. And it wants those storms to continue making their way off to the east, really not exiting northern Alabama till about midnight tonight. So entering northwestern around 5 p.m., exiting around midnight. And then these storms could be pushing down over Birmingham, Tuscaloosa area at around 9 p.m. Central. Montgomery at around 1. 1 in the morning. You guys are in that 10% hatch. Central to northern Alabama, most of you guys. 4 tornadoes. Significance. Would be possible. I don't know. We're seeing downtrends, but you saw at least one observed? Okay. We did have, I was like looking earlier, we had like 3 tornado warnings. I wasn't sure if any of those went observed. Again, I was a little bit busy. Linda Sill, NTX, Tina, Sill again. Thank you guys. I appreciate you, Jen. I appreciate you guys. Huntsville here. Can you explain your downtrend? Just based on the look of the models. I mean, we can go out here. What's going on here? Why isn't this? Anyways. Oh, I think I know why. Anyways, if we look at the HRRR here, what's going on with the latest HRRR? We do have the 18Z loading, but we're going to have to use the 17Z. And we'll go down into our reflectivity, down into the deep south, our Ohio Valley. Let's look at that. There we go. Let's look at what's happening moving forward. Still have some supercells down here popping up. Potentially some strong to severe thunderstorms down here. Western Tennessee, eastern Arkansas, northern central Mississippi. But we're not seeing, you go back 48 hours, even 24 hours, some of the models had a huge outbreak through here. We're not seeing that. We're still seeing severe thunderstorms, very, very possible, and including strong tornadoes. Especially, like I've been saying, especially in, well, that's a big circle. Especially in this region here. So, northern Alabama, northern Mississippi, far eastern, central Arkansas, and then southwestern to south central Tennessee. That's where we're really seeing a little bit of it's a little bit worrisome. Not too bad though. Let's take a look at our latest SIGTOR params, and yeah, you got some good SIGTOR params out here, especially where the reflectivity is showing a long track. So this is exactly where the reflectivity is showing a long track, and we have 4.0 effective layer, decent looking photograph, 78 over 73 for the temp and dew points, and they're riding along each other. So that's some pretty buoyant air. Pretty good cape. Rotational shear is decent. Southerly into westerly, you're just from the 1,000 to the 700 millibar. You do have a southwesterly flow, obviously. A little bit of inhibition, but not much. I think the convection will happen. And then we've got 250 SRH and 31 knot lower level shear. I mean, all you need is about 150 SRH and 20 knot shear to spin something up. So that's pretty good.
A new radar indicated tornado
Possible
warning
hazard type
has been
tornado.
issued.
So, sorry, were you guys seeing that? Yeah, okay, you were. So yeah, yeah, I mean the parameters are there.
A new radar indicated tornado warning has been issued.
Speak of the devil. The timing is always incredible. Oh, where is this? Oh, what are you doing? What? Matthew, are you in here? This isn't even in a risk zone. This is why I always say, guys, if you're in or near the risk zone, you have to say or near because of this crap. This isn't even in the 2%. This is in the 0% risk zone, guys. Matt, where'd you go? Sorry, not funny. This is just ridiculous. I'm guessing it's not looking too intense, which is, just based on where it is. No, not looking too intense. Definitely some strong winds. Did he just get out of here? I gotta call him. Are you kidding me? That's why you gotta say in or near, guys. This is moving up to the northeast. Dude, are you in my stream anymore? Tornado warning popped up and I'm like looking around and I'm like, it's not even in a 2% risk zone. It's literally out of our risk zone, right to the west of Davenport. I was looking around everywhere. Yeah, and then there's one out to the west of Knoxville that just got placed as well. Really? Let me see here. Let me go back down here. But I can't believe that one's literally out in the middle of nowhere. Oh yeah. We were just talking about that. Well, let me push up towards Paducah. Yeah, out here, southeastern Missouri, pushing up to the northeast. Any of this up here to the north, or what's actively going on? It is headed right towards you right now. Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on that. That's interesting. Yeah, really weird. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on out way up there in Iowa, but I can agree with that. All right, are you going to do any coverage today? Yeah. I'm just going to be on maybe, just for a little bit, and I'm going to get back on later too. Okay. Yep, Knoxville, Tennessee. Got it. All right, I'll talk to you a little bit later. Peace. All right, 2 tornado warnings, guys. One just to the west of Knoxville, Tennessee, and let's take a look at this one. Little bit of, we got a couple. There it is. I don't know if it's on the ground, but it could be. It's in its early stages right now. It looks like about to move over Oak Ridge, Oliver Springs, Claxton out here towards Hall's Crossroads. So I would get in your shelter or in your tornado safety spot if you have one. Again, away from windows, bottom floor, interior of your home. If you can't get in a basement or storm shelter here, we could. This thing could intensify a little bit. It's not looking super dangerous, but it is a tornado warning, and we should always take those seriously. We've got a tornado warning, a new one just right here out to the west of Springfield. Okay. Oh.
A new radar indicated tornado warning has been
Oh.
issued.
We just got 4 tornado warnings in the last, 3 minutes, guys? Hold up. What's going on here? Were you guys not seeing my screen? Can you guys see my screen now? All right. We've got tornado warning just to the west of Knoxville. We've got tornado warning just to the west of Springfield. We've got 2 tornado warnings, one to the south of Davenport, one to the west of Davenport. All right, no problem, NTX. Sorry. I was talking to Matt and I wasn't paying attention to what was on my screen. That's my fault, guys. But here's what's going on here. Just to the south of Davenport. Let's go over these quickly before I answer questions. Just to the south of Davenport, we just got literally 3 tornado warnings in 3 minutes. Or under, probably under. Not seeing anything too crazy here, but you always should take these seriously. So East Mulline, whatever you guys are, Brentford, Cole Valley, Davenport. Just know that this thing is moving up to the north. We got a rotating cell. Not sure if it's on the ground. It's in the early stages here, but that's happening to your south, so I'd get in a safe spot. Up here to the northwest of Davenport. This is headed through Walcott, and this is headed up to the northeast towards Grand Mound and DeWitt. And again, not seeing anything wild on the radar, but some high velocity winds. Don't see a strong couplet yet, but I would assume, always should assume that it's on the ground just to be safe.
Warning has been updated.
Strong winds, straight line winds anyways, even if it's not on the ground. Again, right out here just to the west of Knoxville.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Again, just out to the west here of Knoxville. We've got something. Well, this is looking like a little bit better of a shape here. We've got a little bit of an inflow region here. Oak Ridge, getting your safe spot. Clinton and Halls crossroads, set it out to the east northeast. Looks like it's going to move to the north of Knoxville. So I'm not too overly concerned about Knoxville, but you know, sometimes these things wobble. So Knoxville, I'd pick very close attention to this.
This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
All right, weather, can you calm down for half a second? I'm trying to do stuff. This isn't going to be a long stream. Maybe I'll be on 30 more minutes because I want to get on a little bit later because like Matt was saying, guys, these cells here, this is doing something very interesting out here. He's right.
New information. This tornado warning has been updated.
We see a downtrend in the models, but we're not seeing a downtrend live. We're not seeing it live. So since I've gotten on over the last 15 minutes, we've seen more cells fire up. So again, those are the 3 tornado warnings we have, or 4 tornado warnings that we do have down right now. I think I missed the one in Springfield. Sorry, just out to the west of Springfield. Let's take a look at this one. We've got a little bit of a couplet trying to form in here. This is moving out to the northeast towards Williamsville, just to the north of Springfield. Sherman, Athens, I'd get in a safe spot. Lincoln, get ready. This is headed up in your direction. It's pretty far still, though. We're talking maybe 35 miles to your southwest. Not seeing a crazy amount of, not looking like it's on the ground again, early stages, but these things can touch down out of nowhere very quickly. So you should always assume to be better safe than sorry that it is on the ground. A couple severe thunderstorm warnings out here, just to the northeast of Pine Bluff and to the east of Little Rock, Arkansas. Just your average ones, 60 mile per hour wind gust, quarter size hail. And then we have a new one right up here up to the northwest of Poplar Bluff, Missouri. And again, your 60 mile per hour gusts and quarter-inch hail. Now, this one has an interesting shape to it. I don't like the shape of this one. It's pretty cyclical. This one could go tornadic just based on the look of the reflectivity. I don't think it will that soon, but if I'm in Puxico, I'm probably paying close attention to see if I get a tornado warning here. And you can see some high velocities clashing against each other, opposite high velocities clashing against each other. Yep, right here too. I mean, this is rotating, so I'm a little bit concerned that they might tor warn this in a little bit. So if you're in Puxico, just be aware of that, and out here in Advanced, Missouri as well. If we can call tornadoes warnings before they're issued, that can help a little bit. So this is a pretty strong wind boundary right here. This is set out to the east. We've got just moved over Corbin, Anvil, and Irvine is moving out to the east in Kentucky.
Has been issued.
New severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. Sorry, guys, I want to answer questions, but I got to cover everything that's just happening real quick. 2 severe thunderstorm warnings up here near Davenport, no surprise. The 2 over here near Springfield, no surprise. These are all your classic 1-inch quarter-size hail, but these are tor possible. So we'll quickly go in here and take a look at the reflectivities. You can see we've got some little couplets in and around here that where we have rotation in the cells. None of them look like none of them except for maybe, I mean, we could have maybe something here out to the east of London, Kentucky moving east. Something maybe here out to this east-southeast of Berea, Kentucky moving out east towards Jackson. But again, both of those right now, I'm not seeing anything that's jumping off the screen telling me there's a tornado on the ground there, but it is a tor possible thunderstorm. Woo! BNTX, I appreciate you guys.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Yes, pay attention to Knoxville, Tennessee. It looks like the storm is going to move just to the north. It doesn't look like the tornado's on the ground, but you have a rotating funnel cloud right there.
This severe thunderstorm warning.
It could be on the ground, but again, it looks like it's going to pass to the north of Knoxville. If I'm in Knoxville, though, I'm in my safe spot paying attention because these things do weird things. These tornadoes sometimes like to curve around. So, I mean, I'm just, if I'm here and I'm looking at the reflectivity.
New information. This severe thunderstorm
looking like we're here moving through Oak Ridge. And if you were to draw this in a straight line, which they never move exactly in a straight line, but this thing's moving towards Hall's Crossroads to the north of Knoxville. It will move in that general direction. They typically won't drop outside of the tornado warning like this. They'll typically head out a little bit more like this. So again, Knoxville, pay attention. You're looking okay right now, but pay attention. This thing could pass very close to you. Yeah, we don't need anything in Somerset. Don't even bring up Somerset. I don't want anything near Somerset. No. Let me see what's going on in that region. Yeah, you guys don't have much happening in Somerset right now, which is good. But later today, you might. Later today, you might. Wow, things really popped off there. I'm Moline. What's up, Connor? I've been here in Indianapolis. Might get hit hard. What's your thoughts? You know, we've got some tour warrants out to your west. So they definitely shoved this risk zone up to the north, guys. So definitely pay attention, Indianapolis. If you want to talk about timing, everyone wants to know about timing, which makes sense, I guess. It does. I would want to know, too.
New information.
Indianapolis
this
could really go downhill around
thunderstorm warning has been updated.
6 to 7 Eastern. So I don't think your day's over in Indianapolis until at least midnight to 1 a.m. Maybe later, but yeah, you're going to have multiple waves up there. This thing is getting into Jackson, Memphis, Mississippi as early as 4 Central. Nashville's getting definitely involved as we get into around 5 to 6 Central. Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Huntsville, we're getting involved at around 7 Central. Louisville, get involved around 6. Could be earlier than that. Sometimes we get isolated cells 50 miles out to the out ahead of your main frontal boundary, and then suddenly instead of it being 6, it's 4 or 5. So take it with a grain of salt. But you know, this is what the general timing looks like. Knoxville, you're already involved, but you could have another band of really bad stuff coming through at around 10 Central today. Columbus, or out there, Cincinnati, we're looking at around
thunderstorm warning
potentially 9 Eastern. 9 Eastern. Although you've already got you've already got a little bit of stuff in the area, but potentially 9 Eastern for you guys. We're looking at Jackson, Mississippi, Monroe, Louisiana. This stuff isn't too far away from you, but a few hours. You guys still have a few hours. Yeah, so Western Kentucky, we're talking.
New information. This tornado
4
warning has
p.m.
been updated.
4 p.m. to 6 looks pretty bad. Central Kentucky, we're talking 6 to 9-ish. And then Eastern Kentucky, we're talking closer to 9 to 11. Similar with Tennessee. Western Tennessee is going to be that central 4 to 6. You got Central Tennessee in there about 6 to 8, and then 8 to 10 out there in Eastern. Just as a general, you know, again, things can form out ahead. We've got more tornado warnings. Springfield, you got 2 tornado warnings. Let's take a look at this. Let's go into our high reflectivity. I don't like the look at this cell. You got a hail core in there for sure. Doesn't look like a strong tornado's embedded yet, but let's take a look at our see if we got a couplet. Velocity radars. Doesn't look like there's a tornado on the ground, but there could be. I'd get into your safe spot if you're in Laomi, Southern View, Springfield.
A new radar indicated tornado warning.
A little bit sketch there. A little bit sketch there, Springfield. If not, a tornado, strong winds, and some decently large hail. This is a very high cloud top. I mean, this is like at probably 74 decibels, 71 decibels. Very, very high. Cumulonimbus there. We got a little bit of a curve to here and clean inflow. This is headed off to the northeast towards Athens and central Illinois. So let's check the velocities of this one up to the north.
A new radar indicated tornado warning has been issued.
Oh my gosh, what is going on, guys? A new radar indicated tornado down here just out to the west of Fayetteville, Kentucky. These storms are just firing off out of nowhere. Oh, look at this. It's got a nice little curve to it. Inflow region, RFD, possible tornado on the ground there. We'll have to see. Headed out to the east northeast towards Frankowing, and out towards Fayetteville. So just be aware of that. Belleville, be aware of that. Delrose, be aware of that. Not seeing anything major on the velocity radar or CC droplet right now. Again, a lot of times when you get the kind of initial when these initially get warned, you don't see much, but they're starting to see rotation, and they can intensify really, really quickly. Let me take one more look at Knoxville before I look back at chat. Knoxville, definitely the strongest rotation that I'm seeing out of all of our tornado warnings right now. Just moved over Oak Ridge, heading out to the east towards Halls Crossroads. Still looks to stay to the north of Knoxville, but again, pay close attention in Knoxville. Is Jeffersonville, Indiana, going to get hit hard? Let's see. Jeffersonville. Oh, didn't take me to it. You guys got plenty of time. You are in that slight or that 10% risk zone for tornadoes, so pay close attention. Again, this is probably going to be closer to, I mean, I don't really love the model right now because it's not seeing some of the stuff that's ongoing, but that's not too bad actually on the 18Z now. But that looks a little bit closer.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Yeah, to about 6 to 7 Central, or if you're Eastern, 7 to 8 Eastern.
New information. This tornado warning has been updated.
Yep, watched and warned areas are scrolling at the bottom. And let me see here. Give me a second, guys. I want to run over to the satellite real quick.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Notice this region out here. This is a pretty concerning area.
New information. This tornado warning has been updated.
This is a pretty concerning area. Actually, let me go into my Epic Pen here so I don't have to do that. Give me a second, guys. One moment. All right. Can you see that on the screen? Good. All right. Let's refresh this. Give me a second, guys.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
This area. This area here. You can see these cloud tops pushing up right now. You can see them grow, watch these grow really, really quickly. We have a really nice low-level jet pushing up against this. We have some nice lift out ahead of here. We have some good instability, some good cape. And these isolated ones, especially here, up here near Jackson, Tennessee, Sledge, Arkansas, I'm concerned. These ones down here along this frontal boundary could also produce some tornadoes, but I'm especially concerned about these ones out here. So, and these are pushing off to the northeast currently. Sorry, let's get here. Here as well. Lawrenceburg headed off to the northeast towards McMinnville. Let's get back to Radar Omega. I'm blind, but what is that area? Yeah, eastern Arkansas, northern Mississippi, western Tennessee is firing off, southeastern Missouri as well, and then portions of south central Tennessee. It did seem like it was on a downtrend based on the models. The 18Z HRRR just came out and they did a big uptick. Why they upticked it is because since I've gotten on live, we've let me fix this real quick, guys. One second. What? TikTok just told me that no one's in my live chat, so I should try and fix it. What the hell? God, they're so dumb sometimes. Since I've been on live, I got on live, guys, and I think we had 2 severe thunderstorm warnings. In the last 30 minutes, we've gotten 6 tornado warnings and 10 severe thunderstorm warnings in the last 30 minutes since I got on. Storms are initiating that quickly. When I got on, models looked like a downtrend. 18Z came out, started uptrending, and since I've got on, we've seen, like I said, that entire region out there, in especially in eastern Arkansas, northern Mississippi, and western Tennessee, just blow up.
A new severe
This and today has been downtrending for literally 36 hours. But I mean, we still might not get a ton, but it's definitely looking
a new radar
a little bit more ominous out here.
Warning has been issued.
TikTok has it out for me 100%. But again, this is why we get on and check it. Weather's going to do its own thing sometimes. We never know if it's going to be an uptrend or a downtrend, or if it's going to be a dud, or if it's going to be a historic event. But we know where bad weather's likely going to be if it does occur. We know where the ingredients are for a bad day. And sometimes it has trouble initiating. Really quickly on the tornado warnings. Again, this one's starting to get an interesting hook to it. I don't love this one. Headed out to the east towards Fayetteville and Lynchburg? Fayetteville and Lynchburg, Tennessee. Knoxville, I want to quickly go in here and talk about this. We do have a tornado warning. I believe this one is still radar indicated. Definitely spinning. Definitely a funnel cloud in here spinning. Hall's Crossroads, I would get in a safe spot right now.
New information. This tornado warning has been updated.
We've got these two around Springfield. Not seeing the craziest, again, with couplet-wise. Let's go and look at our CC droplet. This one down to the south is a little bit more concerning to me. That's headed up to Springfield. Just based on the shape that we have, we've clearly got some good lower level winds pushing into the base of this cloud here. So we could get something spinning up. It's definitely rotating. Let's see if we can see it on the reflectivity. See a little bit of rotation out here in the western edge. So, and then this other one's moving up here towards Athens. So Athens, Springfield, Woodside, everyone in this area, southern view. Pay close attention. I would get into a safe spot right now. This one moving up towards Davenport. Luckily, none of these look super intense, but again, it's better to be safe than sorry. I'm a little bit hopeful with what I'm seeing on the radar, at least, that we don't have
new information.
Too much.
This considerable severe thunderstorm
still getting a safe spot,
Grand
Mound, DeWitt. And then up here, this if we had a tornado, would be right around here, headed up towards East Malign, and however you pronounce it, Bettendorf. Let's see here.
New information. This tornado warning has been updated.
Another updated. Guys, all we don't want to hear is wow, 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 because when my alert system does that, that means we haven't observed or a PDS. So I'm okay with that. But again, sometimes they don't catch when they should be upgraded. So Knoxville, Illinois. Where's that? Yes, anyone who does sub on TikTok or becomes a member on YouTube, you do get access to the Discord, and we're in there every day updating stuff every morning and letting you guys know when I go live, and everyone in there gets a chance to win free merch, which I'm wearing right now, every single month, and a bunch of other stuff. We're doing an interview with Doug Hetty. He was chief meteorologist, dropped in Missouri for a long time. We're doing an interview with him on Thursday. It's going to be a good time. Lots of stuff going on our Discord. New tornado warning. Here we go. Gosh, it's really firing up out here. This was supposed to be a short stream. I probably still need to get off here in a little bit, but I'll be back on because I have a lot to do. I did not plan on this being a long stream. Like I said, I got on and there were 2 active alerts. Now there's 33. So I guess I'm your bad luck charm. I am sorry for going on live, everyone. I feel like this happens every time I get on. Don't see much in the way of a tornado here, but we do have some rotation in and around south of Cambridge.
A new severe thunderstorm warning
south
has been
of
issued.
Cambridge, Illinois. I was trying to look up Knoxville. Was it Illinois, Indiana, and I can't find it. There it is.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
You guys looking good right now. All that bad weather's up to your north, but we do have some thunderstorms out here to your southeast, so could get some bad thunderstorms. Nothing looks too severe right now. Let me check back in on Springfield. I don't like the way the cell looks, but right now, still not seeing anything too crazy. We definitely have a little bit of rotation in there.
New information.
It's developing
this
more of a
severe
couplet here.
Thunderstorm warning has been updated.
It's developing more of a couplet here. Let's look at the updated radar there. Base velocity. High res. Okay. Oh my gosh, stuff everywhere. Do we have any tour possibles? Let me double check here. Tour possible, yeah. Lee, Kentucky. Eastville, Kentucky. Powell, Kentucky. Wolf, Kentucky. Menifee, Kentucky. Jackson, Kentucky. Montgomery, Kentucky. Tour possible. Scott, Iowa. Rock Island, Illinois. Muscatine, Iowa. Cedar, Iowa. If you're in and around that region. Tour possible. Storm. Tornado possible. Henry, Illinois. Rock Island. Tour possible. Let's see. We've got a considerable damage threat. Clarendon, South Carolina. What is this doing out here? What? Storms all over. So, Lake City, Scranton. This one. Not a big fan of the shape of this either. I'd say tour possible, but they're recording hail in here, potentially up to golf ball size with 60-mile-per-hour gusts. So just be careful down there.
This tornado warning has been updated.
And we've got some more tour possibles. Clay, Kentucky, Knox, Kentucky, Laurel, Kentucky, Jackson, Kentucky, Owsley, Kentucky. I just want to update you on everything that's going on right now. Tour possible, Bell, Kentucky, Knox, Kentucky, Whitley, Kentucky. Tour possible, Bath, Breathitt, Lee, Estill, Elliott, Rowan, Menifee, Wolf, Morgan, Kentucky. Tour possible. Now, where do we have our tornado warnings? Anderson, Tennessee, Knox, Tennessee, Scott, Iowa, Clinton, Iowa, Medard, Illinois, Sangamon, oh my gosh, guys, Illinois, Rock Island, Henry, and Mercer, Illinois, Giles, Tennessee, and Lincoln, Tennessee, Moore, Tennessee, Marshall, Tennessee, and Henry, Illinois, okay? All of those areas, if you're in and around them, we've got a lot of tornado warnings going on right now. None of them look to be super intense. Some don't even look to be on the ground. But if you're in a tornado warning or around one, you should be in your safe spot and be having a way to get these updated alerts. Let's look at Clarksville, Tennessee. I see someone asking about that. Clarksville, Tennessee, you guys are good for now, but you have a big, messy pocket of supercells and convection headed your way. So let's pay attention as we move through the next couple to a few hours because your weather could go downhill. Strong tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds are all possible. Chantel. Let's see. How's Lawrenceburg, Kentucky looking? Oh, I really got to get stuff done today, guys. How's Lawrenceburg, Kentucky looking? Let's take a look. Mods, I appreciate you. You guys are going to be the same type of deal, but your storms aren't going to be until a little bit later. At least based on the look at our latest HRRR 18Z. Maybe not until at least 8 Eastern-ish. Mid to late evening. I would say early to mid evening. Atlanta, Georgia? Yeah, you guys are a pretty late threat.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
You guys, this is going to be a pretty late threat for you. I mean, look at this. We're not looking at Atlanta until almost 12 Eastern. Midnight. That's when it looks like you might have a pretty nice squall line moving through that you could have some tornadoes embedded in. That is why you are in the 5% risk for tornadoes today. Not that it needs to be pinned, but I will pin it over there. MK, I appreciate you. Where is this streaming from? What weather things are you using? Down there at the bottom, I'm using Windy. I'm using Windy. And in the middle, I'm using Radar Omega. And all the alerts you're getting are straight from the National Weather Service.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
And I also use a lot of times Pivotal Weather for these
new information.
Models.
This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Northeast Nashville. You guys are good for now. Again, you have some severe thunderstorms just out to your west. Timing-wise for Nashville, Nashville's really kind of smack dab in the middle, pretty close to this 15 hatch that is kind of uptrending now. So is Nashville Eastern? I feel like Nashville's Western. Central. So 6 Central. I always forget. 6 to 7 Central, you could see things really go downhill. Everything is possible. Strong tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds. That's Central. I thought so. I know the split is out here more towards eastern Tennessee. When or do you think West Virginia is going to get hit? Virginia doesn't look too bad today. You guys could have some bad weather moving through around 6 Eastern. Doesn't look too bad, though. I mean, that just looks like soaking rain. Yeah, I mean, really, like this risk zone's doing a pretty good job of it. Probably Roanoke out west. We have a little bit of torr, hail, and wind threat. Roanoke out east, it's probably just going to be a soaking rain event, but you could get, not impossible to get severe thunderstorm out there, but I think flash flooding is more of an issue out there.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Give me 1 second, guys.
New information. This considerable severe thunderstorm
guys,
warning
yes,
has been updated.
I did talk about a downtrend in my video today because it was a downtrend in the models. I also...
A new flash flood warning has been issued.
I also make sure to say in all of my videos, if you've noticed, these are just models. Things can change because models change all the time. When I get on and I make my videos, I report to you what is happening with the models. Are they uptrending? Are they downtrending? What are we seeing?
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
And I am, I can't fly up in the sky and look myself. So all we have is the models.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
And really, it's we haven't had a bad day until about 30, 40 minutes ago. There wasn't much going on. Like I said, I got on about 30, 40 minutes ago. There were 2 active alerts, and now there's 36. So, but that's what happens. That's why you look at models for guidance, but you never look at a model and think that's going to happen.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
Now, more often than not, I'd say 7 to 8 out of 10 times, model guidance is pretty accurate on the down or up trend, especially in the HRRR within 12 hours. So it is useful. Every now and then it doesn't get it right. Right now it doesn't look like it was getting it too right. We have, again, just quickly, I want to go over these tornado warnings. And I want to take a look at them and see how bad they look before I get back to chat, just to make sure we don't have any tornado on the ground tearing up land.
New information. This tornado warning has been updated.
I can't fly. No. I can't fly. This doesn't look too bad. I think they're going to let this expire, but I'd still be cautious. DeWitt and Grand Mound, I'd still be cautious in a safe spot. You're in that tornado warning. They did, I think, extend this tornado warning. I don't see a major couplet in here. We do have some areas of some pretty strong shear and possible rotation.
Geneso, severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Geez, Geneso, Atkinson, Cambridge, I would get in a safe spot. I can't believe this thing today has been popping off out of nowhere.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
You want to know what's crazy, guys? I was talking about the Rufus model yesterday, saying the Rufus model typically shows the worst possible case scenario or worst possible scenario. And I said, if the Rufus model comes true, this is going to be a bad outbreak. And I said, but the Rufus model a lot of times isn't correct. Right now, if we continue like this, the Rufus model may end up being the most correct model. So we'll see. Because the Rufus model did have this type of look. All right, so this is just out to the west of Springfield, guys. Does still have an interesting shape. Not seeing a super strong couplet, but again, we do have what looks to be a funnel cloud rotating cell here. About to move over Springfield, Illinois, by the way, not Missouri. So I would get in a safe spot. Not looking too ominous, but I get in a safe spot. You don't want to take any chances. Out here around Knoxville, 10 minutes. They may let this expire based on the look of it. Powell, well, it's over there. Hall's Crossroads, I'd get in a safe spot. Based on the look of it, definitely a rotating cell. Doesn't look like we have anything on the ground right now. But again, be precautious. Hall's Crossroad, get in a safe spot there. Let's take a look. Let's move out here. Again, just to the north, or right around Fayetteville, Kentucky. And again, there's definitely a little bit of rotation and some strong shear in here, but not seeing anything major. But yeah, if you're out there in Lynchburg and Fayetteville, make sure you're in a safe spot and keeping updates there. We had a pretty good looking storm right here that just moved through Lexington and is moving up to the northeast towards Jacksonville, Tennessee. Ping pong ball size hail up here to the north of New Madrid, Missouri, moving up to the northeast towards Mound City. Mound City, I believe that one is southern because there's another Mound City. That one is southern Illinois. And tour possible out here to the west of Memphis. This line right here could all go tour. I'm just telling you guys, the southern nodes always have a better chance. They have a cleaner inflow from the south, not as much congestion. We have a lot more instability down here. Your dews are going to be higher, your dew points. So air is going to be a lot more buoyant. You're going to have more forcing. This string of storms down here, I wouldn't be surprised if we started seeing a bunch of tour warns here. Maybe not right away. Maybe within the next 30 minutes to an hour. Maybe 10, 15 minutes. But these are all moving out really east-northeast. These are moving east-northeast. So, again, western Tennessee and northern Mississippi, get ready. Those are moving in. Also out there, western Kentucky. What did I say? I didn't say... What did I say? New Madrid wrong, or asking about New Madrid?
A new observed tornado warning.
Sometimes when I say cities quick, I mess them up. Observed tornado. Let's take a look. Didn't mean to click that. Observed tornado. Let's see. Logan, Illinois. Sangamon. Someone's gonna make a video of me mispronouncing names over and over again. Yep, this is Springfield. Springfield, get somewhere safe right now, please. This is an observed tornado. So, still not seeing a ton on the radar, but that's why you can't completely trust the radar. Take it with a grain of salt. That's the couplet right there. It looks like it's about to move through or is already moving through Springfield. This is going right over Springfield. Hopefully it is not intense. It doesn't look super intense. Get underground. Get in a basement. Get bottom floor, interior of your home in a closet, or just whatever safe spot you know. This is an observed tornado with 2-inch golf ball size hail and is moving through Springfield, Illinois right now, out towards Riverton and Spalding. Sangamon, thank you. If someone's gonna make a compilation of me going, it could be like 10 minutes long with how much I pronounce name or how much I mispronounce these names. Again, Springfield, Illinois,
this severe thunderstorm
and around metropolitan area, get to your safe spot. There's an observed tornado on the ground, headed, unfortunately, like smack dab through downtown Springfield. The couplet's looking a little bit better too. I'm also concerned we could get another tornado up here to the northwest, moving up towards Williamsville. Let me look at the reflectivity here again. Trying to see if we can see this rotation on the reflectivity as well. I think it's there. I think it's right here. I think it's going over Springfield right now. I think it's right there. The couplets, the velocity radar always lags behind. That's the issue. So on the velocity radar, our tornadoes right here on the velocity radar, but I think it's actually right here right now. And this is downtown Springfield.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
We do, although, have a little bit of a CC drop here, so it's somewhere right here. All right. Springfield, Illinois.
A new radar indicated
that is an observed tornado
warning has been issued.
Get somewhere safe. Let me check these up here. Not seeing anything crazy, but again, Sheffield, Wyant, Anawan, Cambridge, Geneso, Illinois. Please get in a safe spot. We've got down here. Let's take a look at this one. All right. Still not looking too impressive, but this is moving just to the north of Fayetteville, out towards Lynchburg, Kentucky. Tennessee, sorry. Lynchburg, Tennessee.
A new considerable severe thunderstorm
They did drop off the tornado
issued.
warning to the north of Knoxville, Tennessee. That is good. Lots of severe thunderstorm warnings out here to the east. Again, I think a lot of these could go tour. Could get tour warned. We have a considerable damage. Considerable damage. Severe thunderstorm warning with 2-inch, close to 2-inch hail, Clarinda, South Carolina. Considerable severe thunderstorm warning, 2-inch hail, 60 mile per hour plus gusts in and around Lafayette, Mississippi, Marshall, Mississippi, Union, Mississippi, and Benton, Mississippi. Considerable damage, severe thunderstorm warning with almost 2-inch hail, 60 plus mile per hour gusts are possible. Mississippi, Missouri, Fulton, Kentucky, New Madrid, Missouri, Hickman, Kentucky, and Carlisle, Kentucky. So a lot going on. I have stuff I have to do right now. I'm gonna be back on. I gotta get off. I've got a screaming toddler and a crying 14-day-old. So, but I will be back on. And Climate Crew, I will let you know in the Discord when I'm getting back on. Again, if you do subscribe on TikTok or become a member on YouTube, you get instant access to the Discord, guys. I just want to quickly show you something before I get off here. Again, I'll be back on hopefully in an hour or two. This line of storms right here is moving out east. Northern Mississippi, get ready. Southeastern Arkansas, get ready. Western Tennessee, get ready. Western Kentucky, get ready. Southern Illinois, get ready. Southern Indiana, get ready. Southeastern Missouri, this is moving off away from you. Eastern Illinois.
New information.
Really,
this tornado
central Eastern
has
Illinois.
been updated.
This stuff is headed out towards you. And then Western Indiana as well. Sorry if you can hear all that screaming. I will be back on hopefully once these storms are past that area. You do have an isolated cell. You could get a few more isolated cells right here in central Tennessee. You guys hear all that screaming back there? I'll be back on, guys, like I said, in a couple hours. I wish I could stay on right now. I just have to take care of my kids. Got to be a good dad. I appreciate you.